All right, what's going on, guys? Iridium here, and today I'm going to teach you guys some very cheeky things that you can do with Jett on Icebox. The more I play on Icebox, the more I realize that people have not played on Icebox, actually, and I actually really like to main Jett when I'm playing on Icebox, and I have a couple cheeky things and kind of routes that I like to take specifically with Jett on different parts of the map, and I thought I would try to teach them to you guys today to maybe help you get some more wins or frag out a little bit more when you're playing on Icebox. I found a couple of these through literally just going into private matches and theory crafting and trying to find cheeky boosts and stuff, and just trying to put myself in positions where Jett can shine with her abilities. This whole map is an entire jungle gym, especially for Jett and people that can get up onto elevated surfaces like Raze and Omen and maybe even Sage if you do things correctly with her wall. But just the abilities that Jett gives you to dash over and boost up on things very quickly just really shines on this map, and I try to incorporate those abilities and use them to my advantage when finding out with these spots or these dashes or whatever. So I'm just going to go bit by bit. I'm going to start on A site, then move to mid, and then go to B site with these specific spots that I like to play, and maybe give you guys some tips that could hopefully help you out in your games. So without any further ado, let's get started over on the A site. Now, this first thing I like to do with Jett is specifically for the defending side, and it utilizes the entire zip line that's across the A site. This actually doesn't require Jett to use her dash or anything, but it's actually just a very good, quick, aggressive play that you can do with anyone. But since I'm already playing Jett, I thought I'd just throw this in there because it is quite an aggressive play. You guys have maybe seen me do this in some videos that I posted when I play Icebox, or if you go to my stream and watch me play games on Icebox, and it's just to use the zipline immediately when the wall drops on the first pistol round and just get right into the nest and surprise people when they're trying to come to A. A seems to be the usual site that people will lean on attacking side just because it's like the closest building. You can walk right in there and just kind of W key into A. But as a defender, you actually have a better timing than the attackers, and you can get into nest and surprise them with some pretty cheeky kills here, as you may see. I actually got 10s with this in the Twitch Rivals tournament. He forgot that my timing was better than his, and I was able to get into the nest and kill him, as you guys can see in this clip.
Combat sim.
They're all A, all A.
Combat sim, got it.
Oh no.
Wait, if you can get me that orb.
Wait, two mid. Let's go fast.
Oh, he's up on the tube. Oh yeah, he can beat us there.
So with this, I like to time it perfectly. I will count down 3, 2, 1 and jump just as the clock is switching to 0, so I can get the best timing and go the fastest I can possibly go into that nest. So I go full speed for about half the way across, and then for the last half I just shift because they won't be able to see me anyways. So just practice this on your own time. Get the timings down for when you're jumping onto the zip line and when you're shifting and all that, and then just see how this works for you in your specific game. I guarantee you'll be able to catch people off guard at least a couple rounds in the game. Now, the next thing that I like to do, which actually I found this out in the last Road to Radiant episode, this also utilizes the zip line, and it's just a very quick way to get into the attacker side spawn if you're really trying to be aggressive for one round with Jett. Whether it's just a save and you want to W key at someone, or you just have your ult and you really want to just go in, click some heads with that ult, or if you know they're going B and you want to do a crazy fast flank off of A, this is your best bet. What you want to do is just take that zip line as far as you can and then just dash and boost up in the air to get onto that top heaven area on the attacking side. As you can see here, this is the clip from my Road to Radiant episode, which if you guys have not checked out, make sure to go click the link at the top of the screen. Check that out after this video. But anyways, as you could see, I got into the attacking spawn very, very fast, and regardless of the fact that I whiffed, I was able to catch a lot of people off guard there had I not whiffed 2 kills. But that's beside the point. You can see how fast this actually gets you into their spawn, which is very, very nice. Moving on to the final thing that I like to do on A site pretty consistently, and this is when I am opping, or if I'm using a marshal on a second round buy after we win pistol round. This is again on defense side on A site. You can get onto this little fan or server box or whatever you want to call it, and actually have a crazy angle with your operator or marshal into the attacking side players running into the A site. It's a pretty tight shot, but I believe most of the time people are usually walking once they get to this area, so they aren't heard by the defending A players. So this spot is pretty much good for one every single time if they are not really paying attention to the fact that you can be opping them from this angle. I've gotten a lot of people off guard, especially since Icebox is new and they don't know about this angle yet. So I would highly suggest you trying it out if you're marshaling or if you're opping, if you have Jett. And I do want to point out, obviously I know this is Jett specific video, but some of these spots that don't utilize Jett's dash or her boost, like the last one I showed you, these can be done with any agent because you can just jump right onto the zip line or jump right onto this box with anyone else, but they are mostly catered towards people that are using Jett. Try this op spot out if you're using Jett on Icebox and let me know how it does for you. You can just kind of line it up, get one, dash away, and that's a good start to a hopefully winning round for you on defense. Moving on over to mid, this is going to be mainly on the attacking side. When I was testing out Icebox, I went into a private match and just tried to find so many different cool boosts that you can use to kind of boost over a specific angle, similar to places like on Haven where you can boost over the A site or over the mid window into B site. I wanted some of those boosts that people just won't expect to look in the air for a Jett boosting across the map and just getting knifed in the face. place. So this boost is only used when I have Jett's ult because it's just the only thing that's going to work with this boost. And all this is getting onto the blue crate inside of the attacking spawn. And then right when the wall drops, I like to smoke to the side of the tube and inside of the crate so I'm not able to be seen from the ramp in the defending side spawn. And once those are smoked, I just boost once over the wall to my left and I can see all the way down the B main kind of into the yellow big box area. And if your aim is pretty crispy, you can hopefully get one that's defending on the B main spot or maybe into the yellow big box back on B. This is also just a really good info gatherer, at least even if you don't get a kill. But regardless, I have not seen anyone else do this boost, so maybe try it out in a couple of your games when you're using Jett and you have an ult ready to go. Just trigger that ult at the beginning of a round, see if you can get one for a good opening pick. The next thing I like to do to quickly get aggressive with Jett in mid is actually use this blue box again, and then I just quickly dash onto the tube that is in mid. A lot of people don't actually know that you can get on top of the tube, which kind of blows my mind, but it's actually a very, very good vantage point to see into B or onto the ramp that is in the defending spawn. I like to have someone supporting me when I'm doing this, whether they're smoking mid or kind of watching the ramp as I'm dashing in. Now the reverse side of this is when you start in kitchen, you actually do have to use one boost to do this. You can see me just boosting up out of kitchen, dashing onto the tube. And this is definitely a risky one, but if you're trying to get aggressive for a round, you can definitely catch the attacking players off guard with this because they just won't expect a Jett to come over the tube when they're the ones originally trying to figure out how to get up there. And this is especially good if the attacking team does decide to just 5-man A or B, because you can quickly get that mid control, let your team know that they're not mid, and just kind of flank behind them whenever your teammate calls whatever site they're on. So this one is definitely best used in specific situations, but that's why you work around your team and try to predict where the attacking side is going, then use this one to your advantage. And the same goes for if you're using this on the attacking side. If you quickly dash up onto the tube and then just maybe cut through into B or cut through into the attacking side spawn, you can help your team to quickly pull some people off of a site if they're trying to get to B quickly or if they're trying to get down mid. Just the main goal when you're playing Jett mainly is just to be as annoying as possible. Not to mention you can also use the dash under the tube quickly. I like to maybe throw a smoke down into mid and just dash right through it into under the tube. If the enemy team is used to you already going on top of the tube, you can maybe catch them off guard by just dashing right under instead. Again, if you're trying to get some quick aggression going, smoking mid and just dashing right under the tube, maybe with like a shorty or a deagle or just like a phantom, you just want to dash in and spray some people down, this is your best bet. Finally, moving on to B site here, there's a couple spots that I like to play specifically with Jett. And getting into the first one, I like to use an AWP on top of the big yellow crate over on B site. Now some people might use 2 boosts to get up here if you're jumping from the ground, but if you just go onto the second level of the crate of B site, you can actually just jump off and only use 1 boost, so you can save some money for the beginning of the next round, or just use your other boost later in the round. And then from there you can see into the B main crates, and if your reaction time is good enough, you can catch someone coming out of that attacking side spawn or that little elbow area. But again, this is a very good just early round advantage point that you can use with Jett with an AWP. Also, from on top of the yellow crate, you can get onto the gray mid crates there in B main. The wall actually does not block you at the beginning of the round, so you can kind of get up to half of it and just sit up there and maybe use it as an aggressive position while your teammate's holding back on B. Now, from the attacking side, you can also quickly get onto these crates. If you just run down into the elbow area, you can quickly use a boost and just kind of float on top of that gray crate. It just helps you spread out your team a little bit more so your guys aren't all funneling through that closed elbow area. You can also maybe pair this with a dash to quickly get down through B main and behind the enemies that may be holding there on the defending side. Again, it's all about being annoying as possible with Jett, and just boosting up and using that verticality to your advantage is the best way to do that. So that's mainly what this whole video is catered around. It's just annoying spots and cheeky spots that you can use when playing Jett on Icebox. So whether you're an experienced player or a newer player, I hope one of these at least helped you guys out and maybe made you think differently about playing Jett when you're on Icebox. If you guys have any other cool spots or plays that you have figured out when using Jett on Icebox, make sure to let me know in the comments below. I will be looking at all of them and replying to all of you guys. And while you're scrolled down in the comments, make sure to look for that little red subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you guys can be notified whenever I post a new video here on my channel every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, as it does help me out so much. And last but not least, do not forget to check out my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Iridium, where I stream Valorant every single day except for Wednesdays and Sundays. I love chilling and talking with you guys over there, and if you have any other questions that you'd like me to answer quickly without maybe replying to a comment, you can go head over there and ask me there. So with all that being said, thank you again so much for watching today's video, guys. I will see you in the next one, and on that note, ta-ta for now.